It's a huge honor for me to welcome the CEO of German Tote, Riko Luiking. He's with us here in Hamburg. Riko, nice to meet you today.
Hi, Torsten. Rainy day, but hopefully we will have a lot of fun for first race meeting, for a first race day in Hamburg Horn.
It's Derby time, so to say, 4 days of Derby racing here in Hamburg Horn. Tell us a little bit about German Tote. Starting when and how was German Tote created?
German Tote was created in 2003 as a subsidiary of the German Jockey Club, and afterwards it was taken over in 2005 from the German Racetracks Association. And in 2015 we got a new major shareholder. PMU stepped in with a 51% shareholdership.
Very interesting for now. And what's the most popular bet by the customers of German Tote?
Yes, the win bet is still the most popular bet, together with the trifecta for the more experienced customers. And of course, if we have our super bets like V7 on the trotting tracks and Superfactor on the gallop tracks, we have massive stakes, but win is still the most popular bet type.
And still the easiest to bet. So let's talk about the future. What is the most exciting development on behalf of German Tote for the future?
We are doing several things. We started to launch a completely new website for newbies, so for people who never have placed a bet before. The second thing is, for a Tote operator, we will start the next 6 weeks with offering fixed odds offer to be more competitive to the bookmakers, also in the German market. And the most important thing is our media strategy with a new TV production to get more and more popular, to get on more interest of people, and a lot of public TV stations are more and more interested in German racing. So yes, a lot of new exciting things.
What's your ambition for German Tote?
Yes, the ambition is to be the operator for horse betting in Germany, and of course to get horse racing and horse betting to what it was 50 years ago. So, but we're quite optimistic that we can reach this aim.
And every time the challenges. So what are the main challenges for German Tote?
At the moment, it's really the COVID crisis to support the racetracks as good as possible to survive, because the racetracks, they don't have any income from visitors. The sponsoring income dropped down massively. So we're doing everything we can to support the racing industry for this crisis period.
And what is the added value of WoTA for German Tote?
Yes, it's very good to have all the international colleagues worldwide instead of the European organization we had before. So we have very good exchanges, so we can learn a lot from our friends from overseas and from Europe. And on a technical perspective, but also on bet types and the media. So it's very, very interesting to be a part of this.
You surely have a lot to do. So what's your role inside of WoTA?
Yes, I'm a member of the board, and I'm representing one of the smaller racing industries. So I think we can bring some input from smaller but competitive markets. And yes, so it's a lot of work, but I think at the end, everybody who's a member will have an outcome of this.
Please give us a short idea of your career, of your person. So when and how did you become CEO of German Tote?
Yes, I became CEO in the year 2005. Shortly after stepping into the company. And I was working before for 7 years as a managing director of Hanover Racecourse. So I grew up on the racetrack. So I started at the age of 5. And yes, still in the industry.
I'm sure there must be any time beside your job and your role as a CEO for off time, so to say, for quality time. So what's your family, for example, what's besides the career?
Yes, so first place, of course, is my family, my 5-year-old daughter. She likes horse racing, so sometimes we can combine. So she's coming with me to the racetracks. And the other time I'm working in a sports club and a non-commercial sports club, and where I did swimming when I was a bit younger.
So last question for today. What's the best sporting event you ever attended or enjoyed?
Hard to say. There are so many overseas in Europe and in Germany. So I like to go to all the main racing events. And so it's there's no special racetrack or no special event, because every event of trot or gallop, German or foreign, I like it to go there. And yes, so I don't have a special one.
Riko Luiking, thank you very much for your time and all the best for the future, the CEO of German Tote.